Are women at a higher risk for low self-esteem? So many pressures in society today to look beautiful, to wear certain clothing, to stand out from the crowd. And social medias don't make it any easier. Women start losing the confidence and self-esteem when seeing other women advertising their bodies with no value to themselves, thinking it's the new norm. Some of us are more sensitive when coming to our bodies, being exposed, and eventually we feel pressure to join what has become the norm, which by no means are normal. But as women we feel pressured, so is either we join the new norm of exposing our bodies, hardly any clothes or complete nudity, or get shoved aside like we are nerds. This is where we as women start feeling unloved by society and feel unattractive, thus causing depression and suicidal thoughts. Are women at a higher risk for low self-esteem? Self-esteem describes the opinions or beliefs that a person has about themselves. Someone with a healthy or high sense of self-esteem feels proud of themselves and are comfortable with they are. A person with low self-esteem may struggle to view themselves in a positive light and can be very critical of themselves. Unfortunately, women are more likely to be impacted by low self-esteem than their male counterparts. There are many factors that play a role in the prevalence of low self-esteem among women, such as societal standards, childhood experiences, and relationships. However, with the right tools, women can grow their self-esteem and find all the positive qualities they have to offer in order to build their confidence. Factors that play a role in women's low self-esteem. While everyone has their own reasons for how they perceive themselves, women are often presented with both unique and common factors that can place them at a higher rate of having low self-esteem. Societal standards. It is no secret that society places a plethora of standards onto women that aren't always expected of their male counterparts. Whether it's the ever-changing beauty standards or personality traits, societal norms placed on women can have an effect on their self-esteem. Women are often picked apart and criticized more than men. Looks are often at the forefront of a woman's worth when it comes to society, and when they don't fit the typical beauty standards and aren't secure in who they are, it can affect their self-esteem. There is a norm that women should be feminine and passive. When those stereotypical traits don't reflect who a woman is, she may feel like she doesn't fit in. When women don't fit into the societal norm of being soft and feminine, they can be treated as invisible or degraded. Relationships. Relationships have the power to either build a person up or tear them down depending on the quality of the connection. Women often become involved in toxic or codependent relationships that can bring on physical, mental, emotional, or psychological abuse. These relationships can include power struggles or extreme manipulation and a lack of respect for boundaries. Often, these forms of connection can bring heavy trauma and tarnish a woman's self-esteem even long after the relationship has ended. This can lead to other issues like PTSD, substance abuse, or depression for a woman. Social media. Research has shown that social media plays a huge role in how people view themselves and can cause a decline in self-esteem. This is especially true for women. People can obsess over whether or not they are getting likes or views from other people on their posts. Social media gives people access to a larger pool of people, meaning more people to compare themselves to. Women tend to judge themselves harshly when comparing themselves to other women's looks, relationships, popularity, or financial and material status. They begin to pick themselves and their life apart because they feel like it doesn't measure up to others' success or beauty. Signs of low self-esteem. Self-esteem impacts many facets of a person's life. Poor self-esteem can affect a person's confidence, emotions, behaviors, and thoughts. Not only can it impact how a person treats themselves, but it also plays a factor in how other people treat them. Poor self-esteem can cause a lack of boundaries that other people can easily take advantage of. Signs of low self-esteem include being overly self-critical. negative self-talk or constant self-critique, blaming oneself for perceived failures, turning down compliments, feeling inferior, fear of failure, lack of boundaries, poor outlook on life. Our capitalist society has socialized women through power dynamics and the beauty and fashion industry to have low self-confidence. Our society, despite efforts for change and inclusion, still places the heterosexual experience of a feminine woman and a masculine man in the spotlight as the norm for gender relationships. It is no secret that women in Western society face an epidemic of low self-esteem. There is a billion-dollar beauty industry that targets women in an effort to show them how to look better than the natural version of themselves. This is often done through marketing schemes that focus on women's need to look good for men. The question then becomes why these schemes work and why women have such low levels of confidence. This seems like an obvious or natural question, but it isn't. Our society, despite efforts for change and inclusion, still places the heterosexual experience of a feminine woman and a masculine man in the spotlight as the norm for gender relationships. Girls are taught to look and act a certain way to find a man so they can have a good life. Our world says you aren't pretty unless he says so, and you must not be performing the role of a woman well enough if you are not in a heterosexual relationship. So much female value is found in whether you are in a heterosexual relationship or if you are receiving external validation from a man. Yet women are also told that confidence is attractive and being insecure isn't cute, even though we live in a power structure that gives us every reason to struggle with these feelings of insecurity. The socialization of women's low self-esteem. Low self-esteem refers to a person having an overall poor sense of self-value. It essentially means having a poor opinion of yourself. Low self-esteem can encompass a range of factors, such as your sense of identity, self-confidence, feelings of competence, and feelings of belonging. Self-esteem is about more than just generally liking yourself. It also means believing that you deserve love and valuing your own thoughts, feelings, opinions, interests, and goals. It can also play a role in how you allow others to treat you. Have you ever allowed someone to put you down? Have you tolerated broken promises over and over again? Have you put up with someone who treats you poorly? If so, you're not alone. We all have likely let someone mistreat us at one time or another. That's not to say you always need to address mistreatment. If someone cuts in front of you in line, you might decide just to let it go. But repeated mistreatment from a friend, family member, colleague, or acquaintance can be a problem. Some mistreatments might involve outright disrespect. At other times, mistreatment might be more subtle, like snarky backhanded compliments or gaslighting. Passive-aggressive behavior is defined as behavior that is seemingly innocuous, accidental, or neutral but that indirectly displays an unconscious aggressive motive. People who are passive-aggressive are indirectly aggressive rather than being directly aggressive. For instance, passive-aggressive behavior can appear in the form of resistance to another person's requests by procrastinating, expressing sullenness, or acting stubbornly. Someone who is passive-aggressive often lets others take control, while someone who is aggressive is more confrontational or directly forceful. So, someone who is passive-aggressive exerts their control over situations in a less direct or recognizable way. Learn more about what being passive-aggressive means, the types of actions common with passive-aggressive behavior, and passive-aggressive examples. We also share how to respond when interacting with someone who exhibits passive aggressiveness. Having self-esteem not only impacts how you feel about and treat yourself, but it can even affect your motivation to go after the things you want in life and your ability to develop healthy, supportive relationships. It plays an important role in a variety of areas in life, which is why having low self-esteem can be such a serious problem. Having low self-esteem means that you often think negatively about yourself, judge yourself badly, and lack confidence in your abilities. Signs of low self-esteem. While not a mental illness, poor self-esteem can still affect a person's thoughts, emotions, and patterns of behavior. Sometimes its signs can be fairly apparent. Other times, low self-esteem symptoms are much more subtle. For example, some people with low self-esteem talk negatively about themselves, while others go out of their way to make sure other people are pleased with them. In either case, a lack of personal worth and value can have a negative impact on life and wellness. Some common signs or symptoms of low self-esteem include lack of confidence, external locus of control, negative social comparisons, trouble asking for help, worry and doubt, difficulty accepting compliments, negative self-talk, fear of failure, poor outlook of the future, lack of boundaries, poor confidence. People with low self-confidence tend to have low self-esteem, and vice versa. One low self-esteem can play a role in causing a lack of confidence, but poor confidence can also contribute to or worsen poor self-esteem. Being confident in yourself and your abilities allows you to know that you can rely on yourself to manage different situations. This self-trust means that you feel comfortable and confident navigating many different things you might encounter in life, which can play an important role in your overall well-being. Finding ways to gain confidence in yourself and your abilities can be helpful. Acquiring and practicing new skills is one tactic you might try. This may even help reduce feelings of anxiousness, as research connects a lack of confidence with higher anxiety levels, especially when under stress. Lack of control. People who have low self-esteem often feel that they have little control over their lives or what happens to them. This can be due to the feeling that they have little ability to create changes in themselves or in the world. Because they have an external locus of control, they feel powerless to do anything to fix their problems. Research has found that in situations where people have little control over what happens, having higher self-esteem can help relieve some of the negative effects of this loss of control, which ultimately benefits mental health. If you feel like you have no control over your life or situation, finding ways to improve your self-esteem may be helpful for your well-being. Being a people-pleaser, worry and self-doubt. Even after making a decision, people who have low self-worth often worry that they have made the wrong choice. They doubt their own opinions and may defer to what others think instead of sticking to their choices. This can lead to a great deal of second-guessing and self-doubt. This makes it harder for people with low self-esteem to make decisions about their lives. Trouble accepting positive feedback. A 2017 study published in the Journal of Experimental Social Psychology found that low self-esteem is directly correlated to not being able to accept or capitalize on compliments from others. Positive feedback is often met with suspicion and distrust. Complimentary words do not align with their beliefs about themselves, so people with self-esteem issues may feel that the other person is being flippant or even cruel. Because they don't have a positive opinion about themselves, people who have low self-esteem find it difficult to accept compliments from others. Negative self-talk. Low self-esteem causes people to focus on their flaws rather than their strengths. Rather than build themselves up with positive self-talk, they always seem to have something negative to say about themselves, engaging in negative self-talk instead. When things go wrong, people with low self-esteem often blame themselves. They find fault with some aspect of themselves, whether it is their appearance, their personality, or their abilities. Fear of failure. Because they lack confidence in their abilities, people with low self-esteem doubt their ability to achieve success. Because they fear failure, they tend to either avoid challenges or give up quickly without really trying. This fear of failure can be seen in behaviors such as acting out when things go wrong or looking for ways to hide feelings of inadequacy. People with low self-esteem might also make excuses, blame external factors, or try to downplay the importance of the task. Poor outlook. Low self-worth can cause people to feel that there is little chance that the future will be any better than the present. These feelings of hopelessness can make it hard for people with low self-esteem to engage in behaviors that will bring about positive changes in their lives. Self-sabotage is a common way of coping with such feelings. By finding obstacles to prevent success, people with low self-esteem are able to find something else to blame for not achieving their goals or finding greater levels of happiness in their lives. Lack of boundaries. The ability to set boundaries is often established early in life. Children with caregivers who show them that they are respected and valued are better able to create good boundaries in adult relationships. They are also more likely to have a more positive view of themselves in general. People with low self-esteem can have a difficult time setting boundaries with others. They may feel guilty or fear that people will stop liking them if they try to establish or maintain a boundary. A lack of healthy boundaries can create problems when others don't respect a person's space and time. The lack of respect not only adds to the person's stress levels but may also make them feel less valued. Trying to please others. People pleasing is another common symptom of low self-esteem. In order to gain external validation, people who don't feel good about themselves may go above and beyond to make sure that others are comfortable and happy. Pleasing others often involves neglecting their own needs. The person with low self-esteem winds up saying yes to things they may not want to do and feeling guilty about saying no. The main studies on self-esteem address suffering low self-esteem as a problem in building healthy relationships, having positive self-worth, and successful individual development. We examine these studies and the main problems that arise as direct and indirect consequences of suffering low self-esteem, such as eating disorders and other mental health issues. We investigate different points of view, as well as various societal influences on individual self-esteem. Self-esteem mediates the relationship between three personality traits: conscientiousness, emotional stability, extraversion, and body esteem, as studies have demonstrated. It is suggested that future experimental and epidemiological research on self-esteem, body esteem, and eating disorders should include all three of these constructs in order to accurately model the ways in which personality influences body image. However, body image is exclusive. There are other results that suggest other factors that are addressed as important issues influencing self-esteem more directly. Self-esteem can be manageable. It is suggested that interventions in self-esteem are most effective during transition from elementary and junior high school, mainly when adolescents are experiencing a decline in self-esteem. Understanding the concept of self-esteem raises a series of questions regarding different ages, races, and social structures. The social impact on self-esteem is important cofactor in this equation, and health in people with low self-esteem continues to decline. Motivational speech for women with low self-esteem: your value is in you. Know your worth. Don't let anyone ever tear you down. Build yourself back up. Don't let other people put their self-doubt inside you. It's there, not yours. Let go of limiting beliefs and grab onto hope. Anytime you look outside yourself to determine your value, you're looking in the wrong place. Look inside you. You know your worth. Your value is inside you. Nobody can take it away from you. Nobody can take it away because it's yours. When you look to others for validation or signs of significance, you weaken yourself. They don't know you. You know you. When you want approval from others, you weaken your resolve. When you need approval from others, you go further from your truth. When you need approval from others, you do things for the wrong reasons. Your value is in you. Know your worth. Don't let anyone ever tear you down. Build yourself back up. Don't let other people put their self-doubt inside you. It's their, not yours. Let go of limiting beliefs and grab onto hope. Trust. You can't ask for something new and expect nothing to change. Let go of the doubts that hold you back. Let go of fears that consume. Let go of needing others' approval. Within you right now is all that you need to accomplish what you want. In you right now is all you need to be happy and prosperous. When something you don't like happens, negative, limiting, and draining energy will bring you down. Now you must lift your energy back up. Don't let stress have its way with you. When something doesn't feel right, when you feel heavy, when people's words make you feel bad, run. Leave. They don't determine your worth. You do. Protect your value. Don't let other people's negativity lead you astray. You can clear your energy through your mind. When someone or something puts doubt or fear in you, turn it into hope. Your thoughts are powerful. You are powerful. Some days you will need extra motivation. Say inspiring thoughts to yourself every day. Alter how you think. Your thoughts create your future. Turn doubt into hope. Turn fear into a belief. Turn resentment into love. You create the future you deserve. Nobody else does. You're on the right track. Don't let doubt bring you down. Don't let others' doubt make you hide. Trust yourself. Trust your value. Know your worth. Immerse yourself in patience. Keep believing in yourself. Your mind is powerful. Everything happens because of your thoughts. That's why you need to believe in yourself. You limit yourself through your thoughts. You define your future because of your thoughts. Protect your thoughts. Deny negative people in your life. Do things that inspire you. Believe in yourself today. Choose to experience something different. Life is full of possibilities. Forget what others tell you. Tell yourself how important you are. Tell others about your dreams. Believe in yourself. Feel your power. Know your worth. Positive affirmations for women with low self-esteem. There are many affirmations to choose from, but centering this practice around confidence and your great qualities and talents will help you with the buying aspect of this newfound habit, especially if you are a bit skeptical starting off. The following is the previously mentioned list where you can choose an affirmation to start with on a daily basis. I am a very brave, strong woman. It's okay to be a powerful woman. I enjoy being a woman and the many roles that I play. I am so in love right now with my true self. I'm not a prisoner of the past. Rather, I flourish in the moment. I combine femininity and intelligence beautifully. I am gentle with myself. Challenges bring out the best in me. I believe in the person I am becoming. I have the power to create change. I am doing my best, and that is always enough. I am fully responsible for my feelings, and today I am choosing happiness. Everything that is happening now is happening for my ultimate good. I give myself permission to do what is right for me. I make a difference in the world with every act of compassion. My future is a perfect prediction of what I envision now. I overcome fears by following my dreams. My mind is full of brilliant ideas. I am drawing closer to my authentic self every day. My heart is always open to giving and receiving love in all its forms. I deserve to be healthy, happy, and successful. I'm grateful for everything I have. My body is a temple. and I will take proper care of it. I am enough. I believe in being a lifelong learner. How to make positive affirmations more efficient? Also, when looking at these positive affirmations for women with low self-esteem, you might wonder, how can I apply them most effectively? To begin with, wean yourself away from the habit of focusing on negative thoughts. When trying to give something up, you usually have to find a replacement for it. So, why not focus on positive affirmations? You can start by choosing the best time of day for you, be it first thing in the morning or before you retire for the evening. Make a selection from the 25 positive affirmations for women with low self-esteem. You can even write down in your journal or place it on an adhesive note on the mirror. While taking slow, deep breaths, say the affirmation aloud and with confidence. Repeat this part of the process for about 5 to 10 minutes. Also, take a few seconds out of your day to remind yourself of this affirmation by pondering it or saying it aloud once or twice. Over the course of 20 to 30 days, you'll start to see a difference in your confidence level, especially if you continue this practice consistently. Most of all, don't sell yourself short. You might not realize it at first, but the power of your thought process can definitely transform your life by boosting your self-esteem, promote self-love, and replenish you with plenty of confidence and motivation. All you need to do is to give yourself the permission to start somewhere by carefully selecting from the list of positive affirmations for women with low self-esteem. As common language dictates, we are what we think. Therefore, what we think is converted into words and with time, into action. Even the law of attraction shows us that we attract into our lives whatever we focus on. Positive affirmations that are geared toward the healing of self-esteem will help you achieve the positive outlook you need in order to maintain positive energy and attract positive things into your life. You are beautiful on the inside and outside. Love yourself. Don't let society create your identity as a woman and as a person. You are unique, talented, and God made you in His image and likeness. Never let negative opinions of others affect you in any way. Most of the time, people who try to put you down, degrade you, or tell you you're worthless or that you're unattractive are people who are the ones that have low self-esteem. They attack you because that's how they truly feel about themselves. You are beautiful. God loves you and I love you. Love yourself and others around you. Hope this was very helpful for you and others in need.